Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I've been MIA and I feel terrible about it. So I'm just gonna give you guys a little rundown of what's been going on in my life and the reason why I've not been filming lately. It's not been because I don't want to film, because trust me, like, all I want to do is be up here filming makeup and editing and putting it out on YouTube. But lately, life has been a little bit hectic. I'll just start off with the most exciting bit of information. He proposed. Preston finally proposed. So that's been like a big thing that's happened in the past few weeks here. It was just, yeah. This happened and my brain completely blanked, went complete wedding mode, and it's been like pretty much nowhere else. So a couple weeks ago, we went to the pumpkin patch together and we were just roaming around. There was like a pumpkin festival happening, so there was a bunch of like different fun stuff. We did like wine tasting. We bought a bottle of wine, and which was really, really good. It was like raspberry tea wine or something like that. Oh, so good. So we got that. And then we left there. We were really hungry, so we went to a restaurant in the area, and we, like, you know, we had like our little appetizers and all that type of stuff, and we left, and all day he was just kind of acting a little strange. He was acting just like a little bit nicer than he normally is. Not that he isn't always nice to me, but like he was just being like, he would hug me more, or he would say like a really sweet thing like more often, you know. And so I was like, something's weird, something is going on here. So after we had dinner, we went back to his house. We went in his room and he was like still acting all funky. So he like grabs me and like sets me down on the edge of his bed, and he's like sitting next to me, and he like kisses me, and he's saying all these like nice things, but none of them are like meshing together. Like none of them are making like a full sentence or anything. And I'm like, something is like about to happen. Something's just off. And yeah, so he kissed me, and as he did, he like pulled the box out of his pocket and swung around and got down on his knee and he asked me. So it was super cute. The story behind the ring is like really quite special to me also. He didn't just go to the store and pick this ring out and then buy it for me. So my mom has, I've talked about on my channel many times before, and the link to her Etsy shop is always in the description box. So, but she actually is a jeweler, but she kind of specializes in more like artisan type jewelry rather than like, you know, engagement ring, like all of them looks the same type of stuff. So she actually had the white gold band in like her scrap metal, and it turns out that it was like dated back to about 1920s. So that was really, really cool. And the band has six little like diamonds, 3 on each side, but it was missing the center stone and prongs. So Preston bought me a black diamond off of Etsy, and he had a jeweler in the area put the prong setting on and set the stone for me. So it's so me. It's like vintagey and edgy, and I love the diamond that it's not just like a plain old white diamond that's like perfect. I like the little like inclusions that are in it. It's just, I love it so much. So yes, between that, my sister has been like insanely sick lately because she just started kindergarten, so all these like gross little kids keep getting her sick. So that's just been a big thing. We lost my grandfather recently, so that's not fun. And a couple weeks ago, I actually this is like the main reason why I got out of the swing of videoing, was because I actually was able to, I was hired on to do makeup for ESPN ABC at the Virginia Tech versus Notre Dame game. So, which I'm not gonna lie, like it was a cool experience, like to be able to, you know, go there and kind of like work behind the scenes of everything. And I was in the broadcasting booth, so that was kind of cool. I could see the whole field. I'm not a football person. If you've been on my channel for any length of time, I'm not a sports person. So I was literally just there for like the halftime musical number, and that was it. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a cool experience, but honestly, like, it's just not something that I personally would like to do for a living, just because I love makeup because of the creativity and the artsiness of makeup. And I went into it thinking that I was going to do a full face of makeup on one woman and then do like little bits for 2 men. and then touch-ups throughout the night. I showed up and the woman had her whole face done, which she was gorgeous, but I didn't get to do her makeup. And I got to do one guy's makeup before he went on camera, and he was not the friendliest person. I'm not gonna throw out names, but he was not the friendliest person ever. And yeah, so then I basically sat on a bus for 4 hours and then just like occasionally would run up to the broadcasting booth to powder some sweat off of two guys' faces. So I mean, it was good money for what it was, but I'm just the type of person that I'm like, I would rather enjoy what I'm doing than to be sitting on a bus for 4 hours and kind of just not like what I'm doing, you know? So like I said, it was a cool experience. It was cool that I get to say that I worked with ESPN, ABC. It just wasn't my thing. Okay, so yes, that is like full like life update right there. That's the full reason why I've not been good at filming lately and why I've been missing FYI Friday videos left and right. So huge apology there, but I am going to try to get better about it. Oh, and Halloween, that's another thing. I've been working on costumes, so it's literally like everything that's happening in my life is just like clogging up my brain, and I've not been able to think about filming. So like I said, I'm gonna get better. I promise, guys. I promise. I love filming and I want to get better. All right, so let's just get down to it. I'm going to do a tutorial on this eye look right here. So if you want to see how I got this, just stay tuned. All right, so I've already primed my eye with the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus eyeshadow primer. So now on my Japonesque 230 brush, I'm gonna dip into, I'm gonna grab the shade Cosmic in the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette right here. And I'm gonna grab that one, that's Cosmic, and I'm going to tap that one on like the inner half of my lid. Make sure when you dip into these shades that you are tapping off the extra before you go in, unless you're doing this before you do your foundation, because it does have fallout. But the colors are so pretty, I let it get away with it. Alright, so then I'm going to grab the shade Neptune, which is right underneath of Cosmic. It's just this deep blue right here. And I'm going to pat that one on the outer half of my lid using the same brush. Alright, and then once I have that laid down to pretty much the pigment that I want it to be, I'm going to switch brushes over to my Cala 415, and then I'm going to pick up the shade Electra, which is that light blue right there, and I'm going to use that one to blend these colors out kind of into the crease. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with both the Cosmic and Neptune shades on my Japonesque 230 and just kind of touch them up, because I love this palette, but the one thing that I will say is that you kind of have to work with the colors to really like build the pigment up. It's not like super pigmented right off the bat. Okay, so then next on my little MAC shadow brush, I'm going to grab some of the Lou-Manizer highlighter, and I'm going to put this one on my brow bone, being very careful not to get it in my brow hairs. This will kind of highlight the brow bone and help to blend that blue up a little bit more. And it is the highlighter that I'm using on my face, so I am, like, once I get to this outer portion, kind of blending it into the rest here. I'm also just going to throw a little bit of that on the inner corner of my eye also. I think I just said the word also twice. Okay, so then next I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Chaos, this one right here, and I'm going to run that right along my lower lash line. And as I do that, I'm going to take my little angled pencil brush from Glam Beauty, and I'm just going to run it over it and kind of like smudge it down a little bit. I am going to work in littler, or it's not really little sections, but I'm gonna do the outer half first, just so that it doesn't like set before I get a chance to actually smudge it. Okay, and then on this same brush, I'm going to grab more of that shade Electra right there. And I'm not going to take this like all the way up to my lower lash line, but I am going to run this right along like the bottom edge of where we just put that eyeliner down. Just because like I still want that bright blue to show, but I want it to look like it just kind of blends down into a lighter version of itself. Running it just along that lower edge there. Okay, so then now I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Color Icon Kohl eyeliner in the shade Like, Comment, or Share, which coincidentally is what you should do to this video when you're done watching it. But, and I'm gonna run this one right along my eyelid, which while I was doing this eye, I realized that this is basically an exact dupe for this Urban Decay one that I used on the bottom here. I thought for some reason when I was like doing it that it was gonna be like a different, I don't know, I thought it was gonna be like a different shade or something, but look at this. That's Urban Decay, and then that one is Wet n Wild. So if you can find this, I'm almost positive that they still have it in store. I don't think that they've like discontinued it or anything. Yeah, if you like the shade of the Urban Decay one, this is a fraction of the price. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and line my top lid as opposed to my lower lid. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Morphe MB47 little flat top brush, and I'm just going to wiggle that right along that line, just to help kind of blend it together with everything else and smudge it up a little bit. Okay, and then one more time on my Japonesque 230, I'm going to go back in with the Cosmic and Neptune shades and just kind of pat over this. And I'm going to kind of like slightly overlap this top line right here, but not fully. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, my top lashes here. And then I'm going to throw on my L'Oreal Voluminous original mascara here. Alright, so then I'm going to throw on my other Salon Perfect 614 lash. Alright, so when that glue is pretty much dried, I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze them together with my natural lashes. You might have seen me do this on my channel before. It just kind of meshes the false lashes in with your like own lashes, and it makes them a little bit more comfortable. And then I'm just going to push them up a little bit just to kind of make them stick up. There's a little bit of glue right there that hasn't dried, so it's fine. And then as just like a final step, I'm going to go back in with that Wet n Wild liner, and I'm just going to go a little bit over that lash band just to help blend it together. Alright, so then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Iconic London Prep Set and Glow Spray. And it's the like rose gold one. It's not like the super gold one. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button down below, to subscribe to my channel, to comment, all that good stuff. As always, all the products and all that type of stuff will always be listed down below in the description box, as well as my social and all of that good stuff. I promise guys, I'm going to get back to filming my videos regularly. Life has just been, like I said, insane. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!